So I was out to lunch the other day with someone really special, and she said she couldn't help notice that I used the word hypothesis a lot. So she says she's going to call me the hypothesizer. And he said, I might even come across as a bit of a mad scientist or a little on the cold side by using that. And then I said, well, it's not my idea. It's something I got from a book, from a self-help book. And that book is, for those of you who don't know, it's called The Four Agreements by Miguel Ruiz. And I asked her if she had read it before, and she said, well, you know what? I'm not really into that self-help type of crap. I think she crap or shit. So I'm gonna use the word shit. This is on YouTube, and it is for 18 and older, so I can use that word. So I'm thinking, like, shit, how can this be shit? It's like Tom Brady, for those of you who don't know who Tom Brady is, I don't think there are too many of you. He's quarterback for now the Tampa Bay football team. He supposedly reads it every year as a refresher. So what I thought I would do is explain the four agreements, what they are, because by the way, I don't know what Don did, but he basically came up with the toughest shit that is out there. I can't think of four other things that are more difficult to agree to. So I'm going to share them with that special person, but at the same time, I'm also going to share them with you. And speaking of special people, another special person, I liked it so much that she actually put together this kind of like a one pager with them in there. As you can see, she's very creative. So I actually have that framed and I've got that on my table. So it's always reminding it. Hence me coming up with always the word hypothesis. And that would be the first one, which is don't make assumptions. So assumptions are supposedly always wrong. I'm actually taking a positivity workshop right now with a group of other folks, and we're talking about, in my book I call it the inner critic versus the inner coach. In this course, that it's our saboteurs and our sage, and supposedly the saboteurs is always lying to us. So that's why Don Miguel is saying, don't make assumptions. They're always lie. You're lying to yourself. Create a hypothesis which you can actually go out there and test. So that is why I am always coming up with hypotheses, is to avoid the assumptions. I am not a mad scientist. I don't think I'm not cold-hearted. So the other one is, well, one of them that I'm having the one that's the easiest for me so far, and for those of you who tend to be a little bit on the perfectionist side, might be one of the toughest ones for you. It's always do your best. So that is one I think that's helped me. I started a business 5 years ago after being in the corporate world forever. I think what's helped me the best is always just remembering I'm doing my best. If I get up there and I'm having a lousy day, or I'm reaching out to a bunch of folks, I don't hear back from them and all that, I just, you're doing your best, keep at it, keep going. So that is that one. And the other one is, and this is a tough one too for a lot of people, I just think sometimes when you go on a job interview and you don't get the job, has nothing to do with you at the end of the day. It has everything to do with the other person and what they're looking for with their organization. Same thing for dating as well. I'm dating right now, so I'm getting lots of rejection, not on the job front, but on the dating front. So again, it has nothing to do with you and everything to do with the other people. And think about it, that job probably wasn't a good fit for you. So keep moving, find something that actually aligns better with your person. And the last one, which is, and pardon my French, to me, this is the bitch of the bunch, and that's be impeccable with your words. So what that means is don't judge yourself and don't judge others. It's almost like our brains are programmed. I don't know if it's the way we're brought up or genetic or whatever. My background's in accounting, not behavioral science. It's hard. It's hard not to judge ourselves. It's hard not to judge other people. So that's the one that I'm trying to focus on the most, to work on. Apparently that doesn't come across. So apparently it seems like it's the hypotheses that I am fixated on these days. It's funny, my daughter will come up and, oh, Dad, I have a hypothesis for you, with a big smile on her face. So anyhow, those are the four agreements. To me, it is, as I say, they're very difficult agreements. I think he selected them because they are difficult, but I find that the payback, or as the accountant to me says, the return on the investment of practicing them and being self-aware of them has had a huge impact on me, and the impact on others around me as well. So hopefully I've inspired you. My hypothesis is that I've inspired some of you to go out there and get the book, Have a friend make one of these for you. Just Google it and see what the 4 of them are and get out there and practice them. And I will continue to do the same. Cheers.